Hi friends, Sunil here. Welcome back to this channel. In the previous video, we have learned how to handle exceptions in Python. In this video, we will do some more examples on exception. Here I am importing the math module. Then I am printing the square root of 9. We'll run this. So it has printed 3, which is the square root of 9. Now I will try to print the square root of minus 9. So this time it has thrown the Python traceback error, which is showing the exception as value error. So we will catch and handle this error using the try except block. So using this generic base class exception, I am catching the error. This type e dot underscore underscore special variable name. This will give me the name of the exception, and this e here will give the details of the error. So we'll run this. So name of the error, it is showing as value error, and details it is showing as maths domain error. Now that I have caught this exception, now I will change this base class exception to this specific exception value error. So now that we have caught the error, we will try to handle this error. So I am printing this message, only positive integers allowed. So we will run this. So it has printed the name of the exception, details of that error, and after that it is printing the statement, only positive integers allowed. Now we'll see another example. So here in this example, there is a tuple, my tuple, which is having 5 elements, A, B, C, D, and E. I am having a variable I which is having value 3. So print my tuple I will print the value, the element at index 3, because the value of I is 3. And the element at index 3 is D, because index starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So the element at index 3 is D. It will print D. We'll run this. So it has printed D. Now I am increasing the value of the index to 7. So here, as we know, index value can go only up till 4, starting from 0. I am trying to access the element at index 7, so it should throw an error. So it has thrown the Python traceback error, which is showing the exception as index error, tuple index out of range. Now we will catch and handle this error using the try except block. So using the general base class exception, we are catching the error. So it has printed the name of the exception as index error, and detail it has printed as tuple index out of range. Now we will replace this base class exception with the specific exception index error. So we are handling this error. So we'll run this. So it has printed the exception name and details of the error, and after that it is printing the statement index number 7 is not in the given range. We are trying to access element at index 7 which is not present. So this is how you catch and handle exception in Python. Now we'll see another example. So here we are having the same tuple, and the value of index is 3. So in the try block, I am having the statement x is equal to my tuple I. That is, value of I is 3. So it will access the element at index 3, that is D, and store in variable x. We will run this. So since there was no exception, it has come to this else statement and printed the element is x, that is element is D, and it has printed over. So since no exception was raised, it has gone to this else statement. Now we will create some exceptions. Say here, this statement my tuple I is equal to G. That means I am trying to change the element at index 3, that is D. This element I am trying to change to G. I am trying to change the element D to G, element at index 3. So we'll run this. So it has thrown the error type error. So it has caught this type error, and it is showing the error as tuple object does not support item assignment, because we know that tuple is immutable. So the elements in the tuple cannot be changed. So it is giving type error. Now we'll see another exception. So I will change this index to 7 and run this. So now it is showing index error. It has caught this exception index error and printed the details of the error, that is tuple index out of range, because we are having index only up till 4. Here I am calling this function A. We will run this. So it has thrown attribute error. That means it has caught this exception attribute error here, and the error is tuple object has no attribute A. It is because this function A is not present in my tuple object. So we'll see another example. Here I am commenting this statement I is equal to 3, and we will run it again. So it has caught this exception name error, and the error is name I is not defined. Since I have commented this statement I is equal to 3, it is not able to recognize this variable I. So that is why it has thrown this name error. Now we will see another exception. Here I am changing the value of variable I from 3 to 3.0. We will run it again. So this time it has caught the exception type error, and the error is tuple indices must be integer, not float. That means you can have only integer value as index of a tuple. So I can be integer only. You cannot have a float value for index. Now we will see another exception, that is key error. So here I am having a dictionary with 3 key value pairs. I am trying to access the value for the key Jack and print it. So the value for key Jack is 38. So 38 will get printed. So it has printed 38. Now I am changing the value of changing the key Jack to say Jackie. So this time I am trying to access a key which is not there in the dictionary. So it should throw an error. I'll run this. It has thrown the exception key error, and the reason is key Jackie not present. So when you try to access a key which is not present in the dictionary, it will throw a key error. Now assertion error. Here I have defined a function average, and in the function I am having this statement assert len score not equal to 0. This function returns the average of the scores. After that, here I am having a list which is empty. Then in the try block, I am calling this function and passing this empty list as the argument to this function. So this assert statement, assert len scores not equal to 0, this condition will be false, because since it is an empty list, we are passing an empty list, there are no elements in the list. So len scores will be equal to 0. So this condition not equal to 0 is not satisfied, and it will throw the assertion error. So it will print this error here. We will run this. So it has printed the assertion error. It has thrown the assertion error, and we have printed the name of the error here. Now I will pass a list with some values in it. Say I am having this list, course list, which has 5 elements in it. So I am calling this average function by passing this course list as the argument. So I will be passing this course list as argument to this average function. So this time this assert len score not equal to 0, this condition is satisfied, because it is not equal to 0. We are having 5 elements in the list. So this condition not equal to 0 is satisfied. So it will proceed to the next line and print scores available and return sum scores. Sum scores is the total of all these elements divided by len score. Len score is 5. So total of all these elements divided by 5 will be returned back. So the value will be printed here in this print statement. So the returned value will be printed in this print statement. We'll run this. So it has printed this line scores available, and then it has printed average of scores, which is the returned value from the function, that is 78.8. So that was assertion error. Now we'll see one more example of this assertion error. So here I am accepting a integer number from the user, and in this assert statement here I am checking whether the modulus of that number equal to 0. I am checking whether it is an even number. So if this condition fails, that means if it is an odd number, it will throw an assertion error and print odd number. And if I give some other value, say character, then it will go to this exception statement and print only numbers allowed. So it will be catch this value error and print only numbers allowed. And if I give an even number, it will not fall into these exceptions, go to the else and print the even number. So we'll run this. So it is asking to enter a number. Say I am giving an alphabet, say yes. So this time it should go to the exception value error. So it has gone to this exception value error and printed only numbers allowed. Now I will run it again. I will give an odd number, say 7. So when I am giving an odd number, this assert condition is not satisfied. Num % 2 equal to 0 is not satisfied. So it will go to this assertion error and print the odd number. So it has printed odd number. I will run it again. Say I am giving the number as 8. So when I am giving the number as 8, it will not go to any of these exceptions. It will go to this else statement. Since no exceptions are raised, it will go to this else statement and print the even number. So it has printed even number. So that is all about error handling. Hope you have understood this error handling exceptions. If you are having any questions, ask in the comment section and be sure to subscribe. Thanks very much.